The touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Caught here by Bell. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards and the Bills will get a new set of downs. First down and they're going to throw with Allen. Got a man, it's Brown. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
To throw, it's Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. That one good for 37 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Le'Veon Bell, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
11. Hey, Charlie. 6 right there, 56.
Play action, it's locked. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Complete to Hilton. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Luck gives this one off to Mack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. on second down. Luck. This is caught. The ball comes out, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14-7.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for...
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Throwing on second and long. Allen. This will be caught by Brown. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. On second and a yard, Allen. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Anthony Walker in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Allen now looks to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Luck. And Luck is going to run out of on time and out of luck as well. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Complete to Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 32 that time. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. They'll flip this quickly out to Beasley. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the ship, watch the ship.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Call it a loss of 8 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Hey, buddy! Alert! You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Stop. Kill! Hey, switch it.
Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Let's go!
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Mike 56, Mike! Come on. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Delta. 6. Mike, 56. Right.
Here's Locke. Looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
And here now the punter Martin booming this one away. Now Brown. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Alert, alert, alert! Check 24, check 24.
From midfield, here's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, it's not been their bread and butter. I don't know, is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Right here, guys. Spike 51, Mike 51.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He completes it to Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
The mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Here we go. Here we go. 12.
Now it's Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
First down, Indianapolis.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Locke. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Crunch. Check 99. Check 99. Motion.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Then he finds Beasley, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run on first down. Bell. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen, that's complete. It's Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Now Allen looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Luck. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And now running right through it. 11 yards there, first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, it's Hines. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The 39-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Now Luck defers to Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he connects with Ebron. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Luck. He's got it to Hilton. 23 yards the pickup there.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout, but let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all.
Look out! Ready! Blue there, blue there.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
No gain on this defense. No gain. Check. Alert 3. Let me go.
Here's Allen. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run on 1st down. Mack. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Ready! Watch the run. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Man, I got you. 49.
Throwing is locked. Now a hit and locked. Lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, Luck. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Allen to throw it. Jones has it. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. And his throw here's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. The Colts on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Luck now to throw. And he's got his man. It's Darbo. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 31 on third down.
And the Colts first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the draw, Luck's going to give this to Mack. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. To throw is Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And all the way to the opposite 45. It's a big run that time by Bell. 45 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Allen going to throw. This complete to Jones. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The 1st down run with Bell is he'll get about 6 there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Gary for Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, Alpha. Pass 85, pass 85. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
Allen to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
First and 10 at the 14.
On first down, it's Bell. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
At the 13-yard line.
They'll go again with Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On third down, here's Bell. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And they're pickup of 17 and a first down. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into